Lyman's on the lake. I am with the owner, Kurt, and anybody that ever comes up to Houghton Lake fishing, you probably know Kurt, because that's where you go for all your supplies at and all the information on where to catch the best fish. And Kurt, you know, we got talking one time when we were up here about to all the people that have come up here for so many years, and there's just a lot of them.
It's a lot. And these people have been coming up. We have people that have been coming up for decades. Chris here is one that's been coming up since the 70s, I believe.
Absolutely.
Would you say 74? About that time?
Yes, my Uncle Harry Matter lived in Miamisburg, Ohio, my hometown, and he got married to my Aunt Lois, and he said, "Where would you like to live?" She said, "Well, I don't know." They settled here. They opened Matters Resort a couple miles down the road on the left. Anyway, everything that my Uncle Harry taught me, work up close to the weed beds, then come back, move back and forth, work on in the evening, in the morning, all that sort of thing still holds true fishing.
Okay, you're standing down here at Kurt's place now, the cabins he's got on the lake. You've been doing that for how long?
Well, I've been staying with Kurt since he opened.
Yes, we've had this for 7 years now.
Oh, is it?
Yep, so Chris has been with us since the start. Well, not this, we took over, of course, from Lyman Foster, who owned the business since 1986. And then, so we bought it from his family and took over and tried to keep the soul of it and kind of do the upgrades and updates as needed. So okay. I think Lyman would be proud of what we've taken it to.
I think you're right about that, because I knew him too. Yep. And he would really be proud of what you've done with it. You've done a great job.
Well, this place encompasses not just the family atmosphere, but terrific access to the lake, great help at the bait shop. If you need to know what they're biting on and when and so forth, you won't hear theory, you'll hear actual practice. In fact, yesterday, how many fish did you and your father and your son catch?
Well, I don't want to brag. It was quite a bit.
Think about this.
You can brag.
3 generations of beach gnaws were on the lake yesterday, and they all caught fish.
And my dad has been, really, that's how we even knew about this, is because the family, my grandfather brought my dad up here in 1947 when my dad was 4 years old, and the family has been coming up ever since. And so now it's ballooned to, I think there's probably between 60 and 80 of my family that comes up here every year for 1 week in July.
As they should.
And it's just something where, as kids, you remember it as a kid, and you want your kids to experience the same thing, that you did when you were a kid. And then this lake, it's a large lake. So it's large enough that you can spread out. There's plenty of places to stay, but what's also nice is, unlike some smaller lakes that are kind of hidden away, you're within 10 minutes of food. You're within 10 minutes of a grocery store, a bait shop. So we have all the conveniences here.
Just down the road, you'll see a log cabin souvenir store. That's owned by Hiroko Cook, who owns Chief Whitebirds. It is an authentic Chippewa Indian store. You go in there, and as the old screen door clangs shut, you're standing in 1975. As I was as a child, when I thought that walking the 1/10 of a mile from Uncle Harry's to her place was a big kid's walk.
I'm thinking about all these businesses and stores, and everything's pretty easy to access. But here, you've got your bait shop, but you've also got a little store in there, so people can pick up different things that they might need.
Yeah, we like to say we have everything you need for a day on the lake.
Okay.
So we have the bait, the tackle, we have snacks, we have soft drinks, we have adult beverages, we have a really nice bourbon selection. That's really caught on in the last couple of years. I won't say whether or not you guys picked up one or not. I won't say.
Well, with you guys coming up here, or have been up here as long as you have, you probably have met a lot of different people then too. Good people.
Oh, it's incredible, and they're from Indiana and Ohio, we get a lot from Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, of course, you know, within Michigan as well. And, you know, these families that come up here tend to stay the same week, the first week in July, second week in July, whatever it may be. So all these resorts that are next door to each other, you know, this is like their second family, even the other vacationers. And, you know, they get to, you know, see the new kids that were added to the family, who graduated, you know, where they're working now, changing jobs, a new boat. So, I mean, it's a way for, it's almost like a family reunion for people who aren't families. But this is a family. This is when you come up here. You know, the shop owners, a lot of them are the same, and the restaurant owners, and your next door neighbors. So, I mean, it really is a family-oriented place. Plenty of things to do for everybody in the family, and you know, we hope more people come up here and start a tradition for themselves.